Located in the northeast region of Astera lies one of the most untouched landscapes in the entire nation. The Green Canyon. A place known not for its cities, but for what lies beneath. Rich in natural resources, holding one of the largest coal reserves ever discovered. But despite its value, it remains untouched. Protected by the Astera government to preserve its natural beauty.
Today, we're in the Green Canyon. Fresh ingredients, no shortcuts, and nothing but nature to work with. Now, let's see what this place is really worth. Now, one of the things that makes Green Canyon stand out is the bell peppers. Bell peppers can be found anywhere, but in recent years, corporations such as Cortez Foods have taken most of the natural supply and used it to their advantage in the market. Because of that, bell pepper prices are very high. But the farmers here continue to grow them, preserving them and keeping them from disappearing. So in this round, we'll see what the chefs can make out of bell peppers. Bell peppers are used in cuisines all over the world, not because they're strong, but because they're flexible. You can grill them, roast them, fry them, eat them raw, or turn them into sauces. They don't take over the dish, they adapt to it. Simple ingredient, but there's a reason it shows up everywhere. And here's the thing. Bell peppers are one of the only peppers that aren't spicy. Same family as chili peppers, but completely different experience. And here's something most people don't realize. They weren't always this mild. Over time, farmers selectively grew peppers that had less and less heat, until we ended up with this. A pepper that looks like it should hurt you, but doesn't. Now, texture-wise, bell peppers are mostly water, which is why they have that crunch when raw, but can turn soft really quickly when cooked. That's not a bad thing, by the way. It just means you have to know what you're doing. High heat, they stay slightly crisp. Low heat, longer time, they break down, almost melt into the dish. Alright, let's see what we've got. Bell pepper stuffed with rice and potato chips? That's an interesting combination. I'll give you this. You didn't overcomplicate it. Using wild peppers as well, it's always a bit of a gamble. The flavor can be inconsistent. Okay. The rice is doing its job. It holds everything together, balances it out. But the potato chips... I understand the idea. You wanted texture. The problem is, once they're inside the pepper, they lose that crunch. So now, it just feels a bit confusing. It's not bad, but it's not fully thought through either. Good start. Just needs more control. Now, bell pepper rolls. Clean presentation. Using different peppers as well. Nice touch. themselves are clearly better quality. Getting them from the local market, that paid off. It's simple, but controlled. Alright, that's enough about bell peppers. Now, let's move on to something a bit different. Coffee beans. And despite the name, they're not actually beans. They're seeds. Seeds from a fruit called a coffee cherry. And just like everything else, where they come from changes everything. Because coffee beans on their own don't really smell like coffee. That only happens after roasting. High heat, careful timing. There's a very small window where it's done properly. Miss it, and the flavor's gone. Let's see how they handle this. Here's where coffee gets a bit more particular. Because once it's ground, it doesn't last long. Leave it out for too long, and it starts losing its flavor. Fast. That smell, people recognize, it fades quicker than you'd expect. Which is why freshly ground coffee always tastes better. And then there's the balance. Not everything from the bean should end up in the cup. Some parts bring out richness, others just add bitterness. So the goal isn't to get everything out of it, it's to get the right parts. That's where most people get it wrong. They think more flavor means better coffee, but it doesn't. It just means you didn't stop in time. Alright, let's see. Milk coffee. Clean. Simple. The balance is there. Coffee's still present. Milk doesn't overpower it. It's controlled. Nothing too ambitious, but it works. Now, chocolate coffee. That's a bit more interesting. Chocolate can easily take over, so this depends on balance. Alright, the flavor's there, but it's leaning too much toward the chocolate. The coffee gets a bit lost. It's not bad, just not as controlled. One keeps it simple and gets it right. The other tries something more, but doesn't fully land it. And in the end, that's what it comes down to. Control. Over complexity. Simple, done properly, will always beat something ambitious, done poorly. That's it for today. Plenty more to work on, plenty more to improve. And next time, don't make the same mistakes.
Took you long enough. I was starting to think you'd miss it. You've been following it, haven't you? The pattern. Most people don't even notice it's there. But you did. That's good. Makes this easier. That's good. Humans are capable of so much. They can create, build, change the world around them. And yet, most of them don't. They repeat the same routines, make the same choices, stay exactly where they are. Not because they have to, but because it's easier. They're given potential and choose not to use it. That's what makes them predictable. Patterns everywhere. You just have to look for them. I wonder what you'll do with yours.